It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity.
Hello. When's the last time we streamed Overwatch on console? I think it was a week ago. Yeah, it was a week ago during the. Was it a week ago? Yeah, exactly 1 week ago when we were streaming the first match of the Direwolves versus Saturday's Children. Welcome to the stream. Hope you guys are excited. We got a fun one tonight. There's been a slight delay. This match occurred last Sunday, so I know that a few players already know the result, but I think I only caught a glimpse of one of the maps, and it was only for a second. So really excited to bring to you guys today the beginning, Season 2, the first match for both the One Trick Ponies and the Chicago Gale. In Season 1, the One Trick Ponies were led by Nom Nom as their team captain. Had a lot of success towards the middle and end of Season 1. Goose King took over as the interim captain when Nom Nom had some personal issue. I guess like her personal life came up. Basically, she got really busy with school, as did I. So you saw a lot of Sheba and Ponies matches not being played. So the One Trick Ponies interim captain Goose King steps up to the plate. Ponies start securing some wins against the Chicago Gale in Season 1. Start looking really good. And you can see those matches on the in the playlist, the Season 1 playlist. As for the Chicago Gale, the experimental roster in Season 1, I served as the interim captain. Had a lot of success, I think. You know, it got a reverse sweep win on the Direwolves. A few losses to the Ponies. Chicago Gale, I believe, ended Season 1 at 1-2. I don't think they got to play so many matches because they were formed pretty late in the season. Season 2, they're starting out fresh captain Kovacs, the former off-tank of the One Trick Ponies, now becoming the captain of the Chicago Gale. Kovacs kind of used to be, I guess, the duo tank partner for Goose on the Ponies. Now leading his own team. Also used to be our Baptiste player when I was playing for the Misfits in NOL many moons ago. So really excited to see Kovacs out here leading his own team. So let's talk a little bit about the players before we begin. On the boys and girls in blue, we have Razor Spark going to be starting off on the Torbjorn for Numbani. I believe the One Trick Ponies are on defense, if I'm not mistaken. Should be a defense to start. Highlight, Papa Nerk. welcome. Hey, Midnight, how's it going? Say what? I don't know what he's say whatting to, but we have Razor Spark on the DPS. He's going to be on the Torbjorn. We saw Razor Spark a little bit of DPS earlier, so definitely different to be seeing him starting on DPS on the first map. We have Bikietu, which I believe is Goose King. I believe he has a PlayStation account. Should be Goose King. Avocactus, also known as Azure, was one of the main support players for the Shanghai Shebas in Season 1. Pre-season, she actually played for the Ponies. Then was recruited. I recruited her to play for the Shebas, and she's been on the Shebas for a long time. Now finally returning back to the Ponies. So I'm sure the ponies are very happy to have her. Bensonu, a new player to the server. We saw Bensonu play support in one of the season 2 preseason matches. It looked really good. Bensonu's gameplay looked really good. I know Bensonu's good friends with. Actually, I think Bensonu might be she/her pronouns, so I'm gonna refer to them as she/her, and if I'm mistaken, please correct me. But yeah, it looked really good. I know that yes, she's friends with Tihi, Azure, and Astro. I believe the 4 of them are really close, so it's a natural fit for the ponies. Nanashi, also known as Dan, one of the strongest tank players in our server, an EU player, so always a treat to see him being able to play in these late night East Coast matches. And Wave, who I believe is Jotaro, on the Echo. You could probably watch all of the VODs. I talk about Jotaro all the time. An amazing player, just an amazing player. On the offense for Numbani, we have the Chicago Gale. I believe Aardvark is Fallen, if I'm not mistaken. Going to be on the Winston. I've remembered Fallen's Winston from long ago, and it's very strong. So, and also I think Winston's very strong on Numbani, especially first and second point. So no surprise to see it here. Help or Zombies. It's going to be on the Ana. Usually we see Help on Mercy, or I want to say Moira. We also saw some Brig, so the Ana should be a real treat to see today. Kovacs on the Brig. I've played against Kovacs' Brig. It's very annoying, especially when you're flanking DPS and he just stuns you and makes you die. So I was very upset about that. The Pork Chop, I believe, is Light. Is going to be on the Hammond to start things off. Light played for the Shibas last season, was one of our kind of like DPS players, DPS flex players. Really cool guy, really good player. I love to see this dive tank line coming from Light and Fallen, so that should be very fun to see. Molinkai, however you pronounce his name, gonna be on the Soldier 76, one of the best, similar to Jotaro, one of the best DPS hit scan players in the server. Was a first pick for the Chicago Gale. No surprise to see him on, range DP, hit scan for. Basically, we'll probably see him on hit scan for every map. And we've got Nightfall. I believe Nightfall was a free agent in season 1. Looks like he's going to be on the Junkrat for this match. Junkrat's a little interesting on this one. It really depends on if you take the high ground on the offense, the left side high ground, and you're staring at Ryan Zarya, then the Junkrat's amazing. But if you're playing against range hit scan, playing on far right flank, getting value out of Junkrat can be difficult. So interesting pick here. Let's see if it pans out for them. Really excited to get this one started. I hope you guys are too, chat. I know this has been a long wait for both teams to see their game streamed live. So let's get it started. Let me just make sure the audio is working okay. Yeah, it looks like you guys have the audio. All right, and we've talked about the players a lot already. I think when you know that Goose King, one of his favorite heroes to play is the Reinhardt, having a Junkrat to spam down that shield can be very good. So it could pay off for Nightfall. I'm very interested to see it happen here. Okay, we see Help actually switching over from the Ana into, and there's the Mercy. That's what I said. Help, well known for their Mercy gameplay. I was intrigued about the Ana, but we're gonna get the true. Oh my gosh, the hook starting things off from Dan, capturing Light there, but Light's able to spin away. And now Dan just looking for value. There's the Junkrat spamming into the top left. Oh, and this Winston dive, really nice by the Gale, but Jotaro taking down Light. Oh, and the hook on Kovacs. Gonna stop. It's gonna put an end to this push. Maul putting a lot of damage, taking out Jotaro as well, but he's gonna run away with his life. We see Fallen has to force retreat, but trying to get as much ult charge as it can before he leaves. Okay, no, he's going in. I eat my words. Nightfall getting a pick on Razor Sparks, a great start to this, and Fallen just diving, but Goose King says, no, 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 you stay off my mercy. And now he's diving in, trying to just get hits, but no, unable to take down help as they fall to really low life. And it looks like what was initially a lost fight for the Gale, team fight win. We see Light, after getting picked off by earlier when he was on ball, now switching over to the Zarya, which is one of his well-known, better, stronger heroes. And it's going to complement Fallen's Winston really, really nicely. Basically, the double bubble strategy where you have the Winston dive, kind of burn down enemy cooldowns to break shields and whatnot. Then the Zarya can just supplement that with an extra bubble, and so Winston can reset its cooldowns and revise again. We see a tire coming out of Nightfall. It's going in the backline, waiting for the... Oh my god, and the triple. Beautifully executed by Nightfall, waiting to burn down the lamp from the Baptiste. Once it was gone, the tire just eats the Pony players alive, and that's going to be a nice team fight win for the Chicago Gale. Ponies potentially have the ability to contest here. They're going to have to get to the point very quickly here, especially with Fallen kind of blocking the path for both Jotaro and Razor Spark. Going to be tough to contest this. We do see Valkyrie invested by Azure to try and force the contest, and we see a lot of ults coming out here. Oh, but we do see a visor from Maul. He already initially picks off Dan, fighting off the Echo duplicate with the visor. Oh my gosh, and the lamp actually keeping the duplicate alive long enough to build up the primal, but Jotaro unfortunately running out of gas, going to get picked off by Kovacs. The cart not moving yet, but the Chicago Gale have enough picks to force this through, and there they go with 5 minutes and 2 seconds on the clock. It's been a good 2 pushes by the Chicago Gale. Even earlier when they were down, I think they were down 1 or 2 players, they were actually able to just win the team fight with just the 5 of them. So very impressive stuff from them so far. Oh, this window is gonna force them to come back. Oh my god, the tire by Nightfall, another one, gets taken down by Razor Spark's turret. Oh, the Shatter's massive by Goose King, taking down Kovacs. Now chasing Maul, but turning around. Grab invested post Shatter. Oh, the pin missed by Goose King's he's gonna suffer from that. As we see Fallen taken down by Wave, but the res is beautiful. The res is beautiful. Used Lamp in order to secure the res. Unfortunately, Azure gets taken down. Oh, the Lamp's invested. Goose King, there's no way he can escape that. Lamp in front of Melina is just way too much damage. 3 minutes 53 on the clock. The cart is looking healthy for the Gale as it streams down this initial corner that's relatively difficult for the attacking team. Now they're already on the point. Double visors coming out. Jotaro securing both support players by the Chicago Gale. I don't think this is winnable for the Gale anymore, especially after losing Nightfall. But Melina says, I'm going to get as many picks as possible before this team fight reset. And also finds Goose King in the back line. Not sure what Goose King was doing over there, but gets caught out of position. Pork Chop, Fallen, and Maul do take him out. And now, without the Reinhardt on the front lines, you have Maul being able to take these really nasty flanks. Oh, we see a grab invested by Light. Don't know if it actually caught anybody. But window out by Bensonu. But it's taken out by Nightfall on the Hanzo. Oh my gosh. It looks like winning for the Gale. Oh my god, the Shatter. But another visor by Maul. So many picks for the Gale right now. The res, I don't think there are any ponies that can touch. That's going to be a capture of 3 points with 2 minutes 32 on the clock for the Gale. A beautiful offense on points 1, 2, and 3. The Ponies struggling to find a defense that's going to work for them here. having trouble against this projectile offense of Junkrat and Soldier 76, and with the Junkrats switching over to the Hanzo, things don't get better for the front line. Ponies in some strange positioning. I like the fact that they did lamp res. I like that they're doing they're having some combos together, and you can see that's coming from their natural synergy as players that play together a lot so far. But oh, sorry, let me move the camera real quick. Oh, there we go. There we go. Hopefully you guys can see all right. As players that have played together a lot, but they're having some positional issues and potentially composition issues as well. We see Razor Spark switching over to the Echo, and we see Jotaro switching over to it was Echo earlier, switched to Soldier, now staying Soldier. They need a reliable way to contest Maul. Maul's has the tank line by the Chicago Gale's very aggressive, and it buys Maul a lot of space to work with. And I think that that's something that's going really well for the Gale so far. In this comp, for the Ponies, I think their goal is to try and win the tank fight, or ignore the tanks altogether and just dive the backline, keep killing the supports, keep killing the DPS. That's probably their route to victory here. You either want to maximize the amount of projectile spam against the tank line, or you just want to ignore them completely. If they're gonna play Ryan Zarya, that means they are planning to contest against these the enemy tank line. And we see a oh my god, the initial pick by Razor Spark on Kovacs. Oh my god, gonna force a lot of resources to res, but wow, despite getting the initial pick, it's the Gale with the oh my god, a team kill to start things off. They got 2 picks to start this team fight off. Razor Spark killing off Kovacs, and I believe Dan killed off one of the tanks or one of the DPS. So they're up 2 players, but unfortunately, Fallen swinging the mighty hammer, 66% to ult versus Goose King's 40. So getting a little bit more value out of Ryan so far. Oh my god, so many resources kept into keeping Goose alive here, especially with Nightfall on the Junkrat. It's going to be very hard to get through top left. I think the Ponies are realizing that. A trade with Light and Pork Chop, not the best trade for the Ponies, considering Light... oh, sorry, that was the Light and Razor Spark? I'm not sure. I forgot who died already. But yeah, not the best trade, especially since Light can just come back to the fight within a few seconds. Goose King looks like he's trying to figure out where to go. Oh, these reses are undoing a lot of the hard work that the Ponies DPS are able to do. Another tire coming from oh Jesus, there's a lot of resources. Oh my god. The 5k tires. I would love to say you love to see it, but you definitely don't love to see it if you're the Ponies. Yeah, Nightfall just kind of camping this top high ground here, making it really difficult for the Ponies to push this place. I think the Ponies might have better luck at going mid. They seem to have a preference for this bottom left low ground area. Let's see where Dan might direct the team as the strategist here. We see a few ults fry the Ponies. I think ult economy favors the Gale only by a little bit. Oh my god! But Dan getting killed by his own secondary fire and the help of Light. A res coming out to bring Dan back in the fight, but without Goose King, I don't know if the Ponies can actually fight here. You don't really have a reliable way to break this Rhine shield. You do, and now you're down Jotaro and Razor Spark. There's just no way you survive. Oh, and the Ponies falling one after another, and now Goose King, unfortunately for the Ponies, getting staggered. The Gale just showing incredible dominance here on this defense.
Hello.
I guess in the battle of these two teams, the synergy between the former, or I'm not sure if it's former or current, the No Gang members, Help, Fall and Kovacs, a lot of the Nightfall, a lot of these players have played together. So the Ponies and Gale kind of are in a similar spot. They have a bunch of players that play together, but today we see, at least on this map, we see Gale doing a great job. Oh, we see Window coming out from Kovacs. A beautiful spot for the Window, very safe. Ponies are forced to basically play point. There's no way they can actually contest him. So much healing and so much damage coming from the high ground. Kovacs getting a beautiful kill on Dan. I don't think there's any Ponies alive to continue this offense. Oh, there is Avocactus on the Moira, but it's just not enough. And that is a full hold by the Gale for map 1 on Numbani. That was a lot of dominance, I have to say, by the Chicago Gale. Very impressive stuff. You can see the team that Kovacs is looking for. He's got the off tank he wants. He's got the main tank. He's got all the roles filled, and all of the players are playing phenomenally to full hold the Ponies there. Ignore the tanks and kill the DPS supports. Yes, that's what I've noticed. All right. Now we go to map 2. Chicago Gale up 1-0. I believe Ponies should get the offense for this next map. And from what chat is saying, it looks like the next map's Dorado, if I'm not mistaken. Let me grab the replay code there. Alright, so let's leave this guy. And I love being back on the PC. As much as the live games are fun, the PC streaming is so much smoother experience.
Ready for battle.
Alright. Now, map 2. Let me pause the game real quick, because we have to make sure the team names and everything are correct, as they are not. Chicago Gale 1. And OT Ponies Zip. There we go. Alright. Alright, Dorado. A personal favorite of mine. On the last match, we saw the children play Dorado. An incredible full hold on Dorado against the Direwolves. In the Numbani game, really close between the two teams. Here, One Trick Ponies struggling to find their bearings here. Having some trouble against this heavy, very aggressive tank line. Very aggressive tank line. Just a tank line that continuously dives into their backline, killing their squishies. It's going to be a problem for the Ponies. Let's see how they adjust their play here. We see from the Gale, the defending team here, we see Fallen on the Orisa. Help's going to be on Ashe. Kovacs staying on the Baptiste. We see Valid coming in on the Mercy, one of the premier Mercy players in our server. Maul's actually switching over from DPS to the Roadhog, one of the heroes that he's very well known for. And Nightfall again on the Junkrat. Razor Spark, we're going to see switching over to Ana, which is kind of one of his more comfort picks and, you know, widely known as a support player. Goose staying on the Rhine, Azure on the Mercy. And we see Astro coming on the DPS on the Soldier, Teehee coming in on the Diva, and finally Logan coming in on the Echo. Alright, so far everything's playing normally. The Gale decided to take the back high ground instead of the forward high ground. It's kind of a personal preference which one is better. Especially if you have Orisa, the back high ground's usually a little better. Unfortunately, Goose King loses his shield. Hook puts a lot of damage on Teehee. Now he just doesn't have enough shield against this Orisa. So some issues here. Tank line by the Ponies getting dangerously low. When you're playing the Diva Reinhardt, you really have to play. You have to have the tank line play together. You have to have the Diva behind the Reinhardt. So when Diva's flying forward like that, and the Reinhardt is in the back line, it's just the Diva's not able to really defense matrix for the Reinhardt, and you're gonna have both tanks basically get picked off.
So here we have Logan on the Echo here, putting some spam onto the Orisa. I actually like the Echo choice a lot, but it does need somewhat of Mercy help. You can see Echo falling dangerous low to 58. Mercy doesn't really have eyes on him yet. Oh, but then Nightfall securing a pick on Teehee. It's not where you want to be as the Ponies. Nightfall with another tire, settling for the one Goose King kill, forcing the Ponies to reset here. Oh, and Azure getting picked off while she's going for the res on Teehee. Ponies really need to regroup here. Teehee unfortunately got res, doesn't have a choice, has to fly back. It's going to provide a lot of ult charge for his supports, that's for sure. We see about 4 ults coming out of the Chicago Gale as opposed to the Ponies, who are getting close to 5. So potentially very soon could favor the Gale. I mean, sorry, the Ponies. Oh, Logan trying to contest help here on the Ashe. Transforms in the Ashe with duplicate. Tries to get some ult charge with the dynamite. Let's see if Logan is able to build up a bomb here. I mean, a Bob. Doesn't look okay. It does look like he does get one. Okay, fake Bob out and about. Should help out the Ponies here. Oh, and Teehee getting a big pick onto Fallen. And now help getting dove by Teehee and finally forcing the Gale back. A beautiful defense matrix to prevent Maul from picking off one of the squishies on the Pony side. And now the Ponies in full aggro had enough of playing these slow, grindy games and not getting any value. Now finally pushing the cart. 3 minutes 31 on the clock for the Ponies. Goose, see, this is the way that Rein Divas played. You have the Rein just swinging and shielding in the front line, and Teehee just kind of absorbing a lot of the Diva, kind of absorbing the spam coming out from the Gale. A nice adjustment by the Ponies. I actually like the Diva against the Nightfall's Junkrat a lot here. We see Fallen switching off of the Orisa into the Reinhardt to contest Goose King. Another tire coming out of Nightfall. I never want to miss one of these tires. It's always able to get something. Oh, the tire's dangerously low. Astro doing a great job picking off the tire with a visor as well. May see it invested here once Fallen is dead. If Fallen dies, his shield's getting cracked. This offense looking really good for the Ponies, actually. A Shatter being invested by the Ponies, but Maul actually just taking Goose King out with Whole Hog, but then being taken out by Teehee. Trades coming out of both teams. Astro playing dangerous Overwatch. Oh my god, and Teehee with the double kill. Getting 2 kills off of Help and Valid, and Astro finally taking out Fallen. The cart moves for the Ponies. Another teamfight win for the Ponies. If I were on the Pony side, I would try and play very aggressive here at this choke. Try and force this cart through, because you know the defending team does have fast spawn here, and we do know that the Gale has a few ults to work with. We see T going very aggro against this Diva. I actually don't like this play at all. You really want to make sure that this cart gets through. You want to support your Reinhardt as much as possible. Oh, but Logan getting a big Diva pick on Nightfall, and then finally Goose King. Oh, T investing the bomb, getting another kill. Oh my god. A team kill for the Ponies. Teehee refusing to remech, trying to look for the remech kill. I don't like this play either. But let's see if we can get any value out of it. Okay, decides to just remech. I think remeching in front of the Reinhardt's risky, but you know, you got to do what you got to do sometimes. We see Fallen getting close to Shatter here. Could be a pretty big Shatter. Okay, we see Cole being invested by Azure, trying to push the tanks forward. A lot of space built by the Ponies, actually. Oh, but the Shatter finally invested. Takes, oh my god, but Astro, despite the shattering his whole team, Astro just goes on a rampage with the help of Logan, just kills 5 players. I don't even know if there's any Gale players that can contest. Oh, wow. And 2 minutes and 6 on the clock, a full capture by the Ponies. Turning it around after being full held on Numbani have said enough is enough. Pushed the tank line forward. forced them through, just kept crashing into the Gale, and the Gale kept falling. A beautiful offense from the Ponies. Will the Gale be able to bring this into an overtime position so that they can win map 2 and have a 2-0 lead, or will the Ponies inevitably tie? We'll see if they make adjustments here. I like the aggression a lot. I wouldn't be surprised if the Gale were able to take this to the 3 points and this turn into an overtime match. The Gale have shown to be a very aggressive frontline team, so I think the Ponies have had, especially we saw in Numbani, the Ponies have had some trouble figuring out how to deal with that aggression. So, but you know, the Ponies struggling on the first point of Dorado here, found a way to pick it up. Points 2 and 3 were not close. I think that they're finally getting their bearings and wiping off some of the rust here. We see help on the Tracer and Nightfall on the Genji. Kovac switching over from the Bat into Moira. So it looks like Gale are going for the highest sustain possible. I'm very curious about help on this Tracer. Let's see how it goes. Looks like they are going into the backline. Okay, it looks like they might have missed their stop there. No worries. Going to be putting damage into the tank line. I'd like to see help put more damage into the squishies. I think focusing D.Va and Reinhardt's not really your path to winning with Tracer. Okay, getting hunted, but does find a way out. Maul on the D.Va, actually really interesting. I think they're just going to try and mirror some of the D.Va play that Teehee's putting out, but oh, looks like a dive tank line. Okay. All right, again, help diving into the back line. Finally here, putting some pressure onto Azure on the Moira, but inevitably gets taken out by Astro. And now Teehee taking out Fallen, and after here it's just Gale members after Gale members getting picked off. Teehee have already built a bomb, looking really good for the Ponies on this first point. And I actually like, if you're going to play Rein D.Va, you know, holding the high grounds is is relatively difficult, especially against D.Va Winston. So if you just hold the choke on first point, you're going to have a lot more success that way. And here we see the DPS line by the Ponies, Logan and Astro getting so many kills. A lot of ults coming out from the Gale soon, approaching 6 ults. So could be a good push by the Gale in this next fight, especially if they just vomit all their ults. But the Ponies with 5 of their own, so this next fight is actually anyone's guess. Ponies playing really far ahead. I don't like them playing so far ahead. They would usually be playing this choke. Looks like somebody invested a D.Va bomb, but doesn't look like there's any value out of it. Razor Spark getting dove by Fallen, but Fallen getting antied. Not able to find any squishies in the corner. Is forced to fall back. Pulse Bomb invested. Oh, kills off Astro, but help dies. We see Nightfall with the blade. Oh my god, the sleep. The sleep by Razor Spark ends the blade completely. We see help switching over to Ash. Looks like a lot of the Gale invested all 6 ults and got not really much progress here. But Nightfall finally kills Astro. We see Goose going for pin to the backline. Not really sure why. Okay, he just sees squishies. We'll see if he does a shatter, and he does. Oh my god, but he gets taken out before he can finish the kill on help. Okay, we see Logan getting another kill on Nightfall. Doing a great job on this Echo. Now diving the backline, putting pressure on help. Valid has the Valkyrie. I think Valid's waiting for her team to regroup so that they can get maximum value out of the Valkyrie. Okay, looks like she's finally invested it here along with Rez. Great play by Valid. I think this is exactly what you want to be doing in this spot. Only 28 seconds on the clock. You don't have a lot of time to push this. Okay, finally. Fallen. Oh, ult's being invested. Maul ends up taking out Razor Spark with the bomb, but Teehee Teehee's just had enough. Teehee wants nothing, wants to make sure that he's establishing dominance on that D.Va. Oh my god. Nightfall falling, Fallen falling, Teehee investing the bomb, Astro investing the visor. Here are all the ults coming out of the ponies. The Gale, one by one, falling, one after another. Oh, and the ponies. Full hold on Dorado. I would never predict that two teams, like, you're gonna have two maps where there's a full hold involved and it's the opposite teams both times. Amazing offense and defense by the ponies. I was criticizing the ponies' ability to defend, especially after watching Numbani. They were just not doing well against the hyper-aggressive composition of the Gale, but amazing defense here by the ponies. They're able to just extract a lot of value, make sure they never die to the ults, and were able to maximize value out of their own ults. Great job by the ponies. 1-1 in the series, going on to map 3. Initially, these two teams I had seeded ponies as seed 1 and the Gale as seed 2. Kind of seeing it here. Both teams doing a great job matching toe-to-toe with each other so far. And this next map we have on Busan. Let's just check the stream real quick, make sure everything's running smoothly. Alright, stream looks healthy. So let's see if we have any adjustments. We see the dedicated Rein Zarya by the Gale. Light coming back in as the tank, and I believe Maul switching back over to the DPS, and Niflheim coming in as the support. And Nightfall staying where he is. As for the ponies, we see the Mercy. Not sure who this Mercy player is, but we see Astro on the DPS and Logan on Sombra. Sombra's an interesting choice here. I don't know. It could be good, especially EMP against Rein Zarya. Oh my gosh. And this is the hyper-aggression we see from the Gale. And Light doing a great job diving the Pony's Mercy player. Oh, I believe this Mercy player, I just realized, is Mekon. Oh gosh, and the tactical crouch by Light on Razor Spark. And we see a decisive teamfight win for... Oh, for the pony. I mean, sorry, for the Gale. Looks like a reset by the ponies, but overall, ult economy looking relatively close. Slightly ahead for the Gale. Ooh, Logan getting picked is not good for the ponies. Not good. It's going to delay their reset. Fortunately, Logan... I would like to see Logan take the right flank here if he's able to try and get some hacks in the back line. To try and reduce some of this sustain coming out of the... Oh my gosh, another shatter by Fallen, connecting, just taking out all the ponies. That's another forced reset. You get so much value from Fallen and just being able to find these opportunities when the guards are down for the ponies to connect these shatters and all the ponies fall. When you're playing against a hyper-aggressive team like the Gale, I think if I were on the pony side, you want to force their rotations often. Because if their style is to play very aggressively, they have to spend a lot of time... Yeah, this is a beautiful rotation by the ponies. You have to spend a lot of time rotating towards them because they want to play... Oh my god, the grab by Light is massive. Oh my god, but the lamp is bigger and protects all of the ponies. And the EMP coming out. A 5-man EMP! All of the Gale players affected. Kovacs falls. Oh, EMP does take out one. I think if you're going to play EMP with a D.Va on your team, you try to do the EMP bomb. It doesn't look like they went for the EMP bomb. You hit 5 players. Oh my god, with a high noon. Oh my god. Nightfall secures 2 picks with a high noon. Oh my gosh, and a beautiful kill on Astro. Oh, the ponies getting picked off. The team kill, and that's going to be a win for the Gale. Map, a round 1 win for the Gale. I'd love to see the EMP bomb coming out of the Ponies. Looks like here it's just not practiced well enough. I think the EMP bomb would have been an immediate overturn for the point on the Ponies, but instead it's going to be a round 1 victory for the Gale. We see Nightfall switching over to Doomfist. Astro we saw on Soldier earlier, now he's on Junkrat, now trying out Echo. If you're gonna play Ryan, if you're gonna play against the Ryan Zarya, I wouldn't hate to see something like Bastion. And I know a lot of people are gonna be like, "Oh, Bastion's." I mean, don't get me wrong, I think Bastion's a bad hero. But if you're playing this, you force multiple rotations by the
I'll be watching over you.
by the defense. In this case, the Gale, force them to do multiple rotations, and then you just use the Bastion in a fork to basically just destroy the entire tank line. At that point, you can get to all of the Gale's backline, and they should all die. Nightfall getting a first pick, but then taken out by Astro. I actually love Echo against Junkrat. It's just very difficult for Junkrat to touch the highly mobile, high output, high DPS output hero. So I think this is a good adjustment for the Ponies. And ooh, is that Goose on the Roadhog taking out Fallen, leaving Light alone, and Astro being able to just take him out in a few clicks of the buttons. And this should be a turn for the Ponies. They have to either force the Gale down to their level or force them off the high ground. Looks like they forced them down. Lamp gonna save Nightfall from Astro. Oh, but Fallen is back in this fight. You really needed to be more aggressive here. Okay, and oh, but Maul with the visor. Oh, taking out Logan and Astro, and now deep in the back line of the Ponies. And there's just no way. There's no way Azure and T can survive. Light coming back on Ball, bullying the back line, getting these staggers. A flip of the point for the Ponies, but only getting 12%, and back to where they started.
Regen burst activated.
Feeling spry.
If you're gonna play this Hog Diva tank line, I think you should highly consider playing Soldier. Okay, looks like Logan is on Soldier now. I think that's the play when you're gonna do something like this. You do need hit scan to supplement some of the damage that you have. Oh, Maul putting so much damage into the Pony tank line, taking down Goose King with the help of Fallen. Tyre coming out of Nightfall gets ripped apart. Looks like the Gale have won that team fight. Pony's burning a lot of time on these resets. 89% on the point for the Gale. It's a do or die moment for the Ponies here. Goose is gonna have to find a lot of value out of this whole Hog and Tiki with the bomb, but we've seen oh, Astro getting picked. Oh no, he's a fake. Oh, but Maul getting Nikon. Astro. Oh, Astro's got the visor, was unable to get any picks with it. Oh, we see the points flipping. Oh, and the Ponies, with the help of a few ults, able to secure the points. 99-18. Oh, Light still wants to fight. Investing mines. Gets hooked. Lives. Continues to tell the story. Oh my gosh. Trying to shove the Pony tank line. Oh my god. You cannot let Light get in your back line and kill your DPS. Oh. Light doing a great job on this Hammond. Just causing so much chaos. And a flip point again. The Ponies lose the point after just a few percent. I don't think the Gale had a lot of ults to work with on that fight. Just found value. Good positioning and a team kill by the Gale. Map 3 in the books. The Gale 2-1 so far in this best of 5. Map 1, a slaughter The Gale just full holding the ponies. Map 2, a slaughter, but the ponies full holding the Gale. Map 3, another slaughter. The ponies were able to win a few team fights, but I gotta tell you, that was not close. Alright, let's update. Oh, did I have the teams in the wrong spots? I hope not. No, they were in the right spots. Perfect. Alright, so let's... Oh, I didn't update the pony score. Oops, forgot about that. Alright, let's get map 4 in here. Alright. And let's update team in the score. Sorry about that. In the last match, the ponies were at 1. Okay, so here we have the OT Ponies 1. And here we have Chicago Gale 2. Well, Sky Industries, I know a lot of people don't like this map. Personal favorite of mine, I have to admit. Just love the snow aesthetic. For the defending team, I believe is going to be the Ponies to start. We're seeing Razor Spark again on the Ana. Relatively no adjustments outside of Jotaro coming in, going to be on the Zarya. And then for the Gale, the Rhine Zarya tank line that we saw in the last map, and Help coming in as the Symmetra. But overall relatively the same compositions. Are we going to see another obliteration, but on the opposite? I would love to see it. I'd love to see the ponies obliterate, and then we force this into a map 5. That would be very fun. Okay, we see a first pick on Help, taken out by Astro. Always watching the Jotaro Zarya is very, very fun. Despite getting the pick, this is the Gale style. Is that despite losing Help there in that engagement, they're still pushing and taking space. And Maul, with the space taken, Maul finds a beautiful flank and takes out Azure in the backline. And this is how you turn a lost fight into a winning fight. Maul with a beautiful positioning, just taking out, oh my god, 3 players. Maul takes out Jotaro, Logan, Azure, and this is looking ugly for the ponies. A quick capture on point 1 light. Taking out a few more on his way out. The Gale also getting close to 5 ults versus the ponies 2. So if the Gale are able to just collapse onto the defense here, I don't think the ponies can do much about it. Oh my god, and the Symmetra Help giving so much utility to this aggression. Now the Gale have beautiful positioning over this defense. It's as if they've become the defending team here. Oh my god, Fallen with the shatter on the Nano Rhine. Oh my god, and captures Azure with the pin, and now Fallen's going for, oh my god, both supports for the ponies fall. And this saying you just collapse onto the team, and wow, the Gale with the execution on that offense, and oof. Captured second point with 4:54 on the map. And that was a very lopsided pair of team fights. Thank you, Hybrid Wolf, for the follow. Appreciate it.
Switching sides.
Yes. Challenging one for the ponies. You know, some of the issues I was talking about in their map 1 defense kind of starting to show up here. Having a lot of trouble with this hyper-aggressive offense from the Gale, giving the Gale DPS too many opportunities to find picks in the backline, and Maul is just able to capitalize on all of them. And that's, you know, once you lose your supports, your whole team crumbles. Cassidy McCree, you know, I will respect it, and I will call him Cassidy when the time comes. It just hasn't integrated in my brain yet. But when the time comes, it's Cassidy all the way. Gotta respect the decisions. All right, so we see Logan toying with the idea of Symmetra, also Sombra. We see relatively no adjustments from the ponies yet. From the Gale, the same. And honestly, if it's not broke, why fix it?
My teleporter is online.
You've got some of the weaknesses covered. You know, when you have a super aggressive team like the Gale, having the ability to teleport all of them to different spots on the map quickly, so they can you basically decrease the amount of time that's spent rotating. You actually add a lot of utility. So I think this decision to bring help in here as the Symmetra for Volskaya, great choice by the Gale. Good decision. For the Ponies, they're gonna opt to go with the Rhine Sigma here on this offense. Oh, a beautiful teleporter by Logan, but gets picked off by Light. Oh, and a pin on Light is big, and Jotaro actually doing a great job killing off Help, but the res to bring back Light. Oh my god, and Maul finding these angles, picks off Azure again. Jotaro's forced back. Oh, and the Fire Strike to kill Jotaro. You know, despite getting the picks, it's the Gale. It's all about the space. It's like the Gale are able to what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of come back together, regroup, and able to just kind of go in and be aggressive when the team's together. And they're able to just find all these angles, these vicious angles. The fact that Jotaro's on the Sigma helps a lot because it's going to allow Jotaro to kind of cover some of these flanks that Maul is taking advantage of. But you need Goose King on the Reinhardt to stay alive if you want this strategy to work. Goose King getting really close to Shatter, but Maul's putting so much damage in him, he's forced to retreat back. I think he should have actually maybe stayed there with the Shatter. Okay, it looks like he's not. Oh, Logan getting a big pick on the Hanzo here. Oh, Shatter invested, gets no players, and now the Flux. Oh, the Flux High Noon. Oh, the Rock. The Rock to cancel. Is there anything that Jotaro can't do? Somebody in chat answer me that. Can Jotaro do everything?
Objective A captured. New defense point. Objective B.
The Ponies, 4:50 on the clock. Can they bring this into overtime? If they do, even if they bring it into overtime, it's going to be a difficult climb upward, but you have to stay alive in this series. Ult economy looking pretty good for the Ponies, actually. Similarly to the Gale in last game, if the Ponies decide to collapse here, they actually had a really big advantage. So they need to be very aggressive here. Oh, but the wall from Help is going to make it very difficult for the Ponies to push here. That's going to force a retreat here. Oh, especially after Azure getting taken out by the Fire Strike. By Fallen with these Fire Strikes is unfair. It's just unfair. And Maul getting 2 picks on the squishies. And this is the forced retreat. Jotaro with the hello. Maybe they'll keep him alive if he's nice to them. They decide not to. Oh my god. And the... Oh, Light grabbing Logan at spawn. Not what you want to see if you're on the Ponies or rooting a fan of the one-trick Ponies. 3:37 on the clock. Ult economy looking pretty good for both teams. Now that you've taken out the sim wall as the Ponies, I would recommend playing incredibly aggressive here. You don't want to play aggressive when the sim wall is available. You know that she doesn't have, or sorry, Help doesn't have it. So you just have to push in here. Either take a vicious flank left, or especially since most of the team is far as top right. Oh, but Maul on the flank does not get any value. Yeah, especially since they're holding this high ground. I feel like the Ponies are wasting too much time thinking about what they want to do. They just need to commit to a direction. Okay, it looks like they're starting to see the left side flank. I love the left side, but the thing is, you're losing your Sigma shield before you do it. No, I don't think Goose should be trying to contest this high ground. I really don't. I think you want to make it so that this high ground means nothing. Oh, the Flux. The Flux is massive. Into the Dragon. Ugh. especially with all these sim turrets. Look at all the sim turrets. The ponies. 224 on the clock. The sim turrets are going to make it really hard for them to push through. They have to go in and push in with all of their shields fresh. If they keep letting their shields get destroyed and we're burning all their cooldowns, they're not going to survive the initial push forward. And now Goose King, no shields, getting bullied back into his spawn. Azure forced to commit a cold to keep them alive. I think there you actually just save the ult, let whoever... Oh, Maul still getting a pick despite getting dragged into the pin, and then Maul killing off Goose King. Oh my god, and Azure. I don't know how many times Maul has killed Azure this game, but it has to be double digits at this point. Azure, if you're watching this, Maul is not your friends. Ponies. Back against the wall, 1:34 on the clock. Goose King, adamant, wants to take this high ground, does not want the Gale to have it. The problem with this push is that Help has Sim Wall, and that's why you need to play aggressive earlier. The Sim Wall gets blocked, the Sim Wall blocks both the Shatter and the High Noon, and now the window with protection from the Sim Wall. Oh my god! Niflheim lives! Was that a bubble? It had to have been a bubble from Light. Incredible bubble by Light. Oh, Goose King doing his best to contest the Gale, but the Gale have so much damage. The Symmetra is dealing so much damage to Goose King's shield, his body. The Pony's forced to regroup. 40 seconds on the clock. Astro hiding in spawn, trying to figure out what will work here. The Ponies have had a lot of struggle here. And I think after watching it, I don't think the issue is actually skill. I think the issue is positioning. I think the Gale have taken positions that are just significantly better. Oh my god! And allow the DPS on the Gale to just get there's so much space. They have so much room to take flanks. They have so much space. And even Zarya with 400 health and bubbles is unable to, without the help of the team, is unable to survive there. And Maul just uncontested. The Pony's forced to actually play the point. Maul doesn't get shattered. Oh, and Goose King, the sole survivor of the Ponies, left. Oh, Logan actually still alive as well, but Logan taken out by Light, and that is the hold on second point by the Gale. A 3-1 victory over the Ponies. Their first match of Season 2. Wow. The Gale played very well. Hyper-aggressive strategy. I think in this situation, it's the Gale are the ones that provided the question. The question is, we are going to hold the high ground with our hyper-aggressive tank line, and you force the Ponies to provide an answer. And I think that the Ponies unfortunately were unable to provide that answer in most of the maps. They did a great job over in Dorado, but when we saw it come to Busan, Volskaya, and Dumbani, it felt like they were struggling to figure out how to approach the strategy from the Gale. So I think that if I had to offer suggestions for the Ponies, it's all about the ult tracking. You have to track what ults the enemy has and what, when they have them, and how you're going to approach the situations. Like, if you're going to play to a point where you have Shatter High Noon, you have to know that you have to force the Sim Wall out first before you can actually use any of those ults. So a tough loss for the Ponies. Congratulations to the Gale. 3-1 victory in their first match. I believe power rankings will change. Well, I know they'll change. I already know what they are. So I'll tell you guys, since you guys are here in the chat. We have, let's see, power rankings. I'm not going to do a write-up on this match because the VOD's already done. But power rankings, I can update it here. So we actually have the Gale, second seed going in the second seed from the preseason, defeating the preseason first seed One Trick Ponies, going to be taking that number 1 seed slot at 1-0 so far. And the Saturday's Children going to be taking that second seed slot at 1-0 after their 3-0 victory over the Direwolves. The One Trick Ponies going to fall from their first seed to the third seed after their loss here, a 3-1 victory by the Gale. And finally, the Direwolves are going to be in the fourth seed after their loss to the Children. So let's see. This is week 1 power rankings. Let me type this out. Sorry, I'm just putting it in the server. You guys won't see it on stream. All right, chat. Let's see what you guys are up to. Tracking is pretty good. Oh yeah, Light's tracking on the Zarya is really nice. It's a treat to watch. It's a treat to watch. The only reason I didn't have Light play more Zarya for the ponies, I mean, sorry, for the Shibas, is I like playing Zarya. So, and I don't think Light minded. I think Light was having fun playing his Hog and his Bastion and all the other heroes he played. Survival kind of cracked. Oh yeah, survival's very cracked. Help says, I blocked Shatter. You not only did you block Shatter, you also blocked the High Noon. So your ult literally countered 2 ults. And that's the reason I was saying that the ponies really had to play very aggressive earlier before you had built up that second wall. I believe it was a second wall, maybe it was a third wall. Helena. Yo, someone recruit me into their team. I put in an application. Hybrid Wolf, how do you join the season? I believe the applications are open in the channel called Applications. So fill one out. I believe we have a team captains meeting on November 2nd. So that is not this Tuesday, but next Tuesday. Oh, sorry, November 5th. I apologize. So that's not this week, but next week. And that's when the rosters will open for trades, for recruiting from free agency, and releasing players. When does the new season start? New season of what? If you're talking about comp, I have no idea. If you're talking about our server, this is the beginning of the season. This is season 2. So these are the week 1 matches of season 2. Yeah, it's currently as right now. This is the first match of the One Trick Ponies and the Gale. And so we already have the week 1 matches. So I think the week 2 matches literally start tomorrow and go all the way until the 31st of this month. So I'm not sure. I don't know if the teams have scheduled their matches or not, but they should be doing that soon. Help. Once again, I was told to go Mercy. Honestly, I think you're going to be in Mercy jail for a long time, Help. I don't think that's going to change anytime soon. Although the fact that you guys have Valid on your team helps, because you guys can run, and Niflheim as well. You can run Niflheim or Valid on the Mercy, and then you can play the flex support. And honestly, like with this, if you're talking about the Gale for a second, Mercy's not actually necessary for a lot of their compositions. I mean, like if they're gonna stick to this Ryan Zarya, obviously Bap Lucio is quite strong. Even Bop Anna is quite good. I don't even hate Ana Zen with Ryan Zarya, so like any of those are supplement your that composition pretty well. If you guys, I think later in the season, when you guys, I mean, I know you guys play together a lot, but later in the season when your comms are immaculate, you know, you will probably benefit a lot from having a Lucio in your support line. Help No Mercy next match. Oh, there's your strategist telling you. Also, hope the baby's doing well. Mr. Gannon, I believe. If I said that right. Oh, let me update the power rankings. Week 1 power rankings for Season 2. You're all going to get a ping in a second. Sorry. Sucks. The thing is, I like looking at the team names with the colors. And I could just not ping you guys, but there's no colors. So, sucks to be you guys. Boop. Alright. Now, let's go here. OTP. DS Direwolf. Chicago. Saturday. Please schedule your matches as soon as possible. Thank you. Alright. Help on Ash Jail. Yeah, I like the I like help on Ash. I think that's pretty good too. I think if you're gonna do help on Ash, it works really nicely with Winston Diva. I think if you guys do that, then you'll definitely need a Mercy. Great. I'm glad to hear he's doing well. Glad to hear. Awesome. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to head off for the night. Congratulations again to the Chicago Gale. 3-1 victory over the One Trick Ponies. I believe next week it's going to be, or this coming week is One Trick Ponies versus Saturday's Children, I believe, and the Chicago Gale versus the Dragonstone Direwolves. So that one will be very fun. I believe that we have, so it's what, Seed 1 versus 4 and Seed 2 versus 3. So predictions, I guess I'll give you guys predictions since I'm still here. Predictions, I think that the Chicago Gale, so the Direwolves had a lot of issues in their match. They also had some players that weren't able to play. So let's say in the best case scenario for the Direwolves, they have some of their high pick players show up, and they get some good practice in this week. I could see the match. I could see it going to a game 5. If the Direwolves are unable to make the good adjustments and kind of clean up some of the errors they had last week, then it's probably going to be a 3-0 Chicago Gale. As for the One Trick Ponies versus Saturday's Children, I still stay strong that the Ponies are a good team. I think that they have to fix some of their issues similar to the Direwolves. Saturday's Children looking good. They're looking like a good team. I think that it's for them, it's all about who shows up. They're having, like, if they don't have Solas or they don't have Survival show up, then their team is in a lot of trouble. Not to say that the other players can't carry, but I think that they were able to lean on them and also Elbow's flexibility pretty heavily in that last match. So I think for Direwolves and the Children, it's a question of who's able to play and how much practice can they get in. So I think for One Trick Ponies and Children, the best case scenario for the Children, it's a 3-1 victory. Best case scenario for the Ponies, it's a 3-0 victory for them. I think the Ponies, if Saturday's Children, if some of their key players are missing, I think the Ponies win 3-0. And if for the Children, if their players play and they can get some practice in and stuff, I think they win 3-1. Those are my predictions. Kind of a long-winded answer, but that's what I think will happen. So I pick Gale to win their match, and for the other one, it's could be anybody. All right, good night, everyone. Thanks for joining me, and catch you guys all later. Take care.